Hi, guys, and I'm coming to you with the very popular tag that's been sweeping the whole of YouTube, and it's my Perfect Imperfections tag. And it was created by Andrea's Choice, and I'm a loyal subscriber to her channel, and I'm just giving back love and doing my own version of Perfect Imperfections. And it's not like your normal tag that's kind of corny. I find this very interesting. I think that's why it's been so popular is that every girl has their own insecurities. We're on YouTube, we're doing our thing, we're out in the streets, we're in the club, and people sometimes look at you and they think, God, she's so perfect, she's so this. And these things are not true. We all have our insecurities. We all have things about ourselves that we wish we could change. If we had the money, we could do plastic surgery. If we could get her body and put it on mine and, all this other good stuff. But that's just what makes us human. And then at the same time, we replace those insecurities with things that we just truly love about ourselves. And that's what's so great about this tag. And so here's my version of it, and I'm coming to you with mine. So I always like to start off with things that I don't like and remind myself of the things that I do like so that you soon forget about the things that you don't like and you're not focusing that, on your brain all day. You always think positive. So here's my version. Okay. First thing I do not like about myself, oh, are my breasts. My breasts are huge. I'm not gonna go jiggling them for the camera, but they are huge. Ladies who are heavy chested like me, I am a 38 double D. You know the problems we have. If you are insecure with your breasts, you know that when you go shopping, you see this gorgeous top you want, and when you put it on, it doesn't fit right. It's so tight here. You wear your button up tops, and I've worn some in these videos, and they're opening up in the middle because your breasts are so huge that even if you get an extra large top, you still see that peephole right there. So it's not that you're wearing the wrong size. It's just that our breasts are so huge that I don't even think there is, either you're wearing a top that's way too big so it doesn't look right and you're just looking frumpy. So that's my insecurity. Number one is my breasts. If I had the choice, I would go down to a small C or a large B. Honestly, I would really, if I had the money, I would do a breast reduction. People think I'm crazy. Everyone wants large breasts, but until you have it, you have no clue as to what it's like to really have naturally large breasts. The ones that have implants, they love that stuff. They want to be all naked. They want to swing them things everywhere. But me, I don't like it. I wish they were smaller. So that's insecurity number one. In my imperfection number one. Number two, um, imperfection about myself has to be my ass. Okay. I've always been picked on since I was small. People said, "Oh, you have an ass like a white girl. It's so flat. It's so this and that." I'm not going to stand up and show you it. I mean, if you see me in person, you know my ass is nothing to be stared at. No one's looking at my ass. They'll look at my chest before they look back there. Um, I would wish that I had more back there, but I'm happy with it, but I wish it was bigger. So I would say that's one of my things that I do not like. I wish it was bigger when I wore my shorts, it fills in back there, you wear your bikinis. You want guys to look at me like, yeah, she got a good, something back there, whatever. You want that feeling, but that's not the case. I mean, I don't want a Kim Kardashian or a Nicki Minaj size ass. I rather something more bigger and natural, and I don't know, something like Scarlett Johansson. She's like, I love that girl, and she has a nice ass on her. So if I had a choice, I would get one like hers. Um, Third, imperfection. Oh God, it's the biggest one. I freaking hate it. And it's something I can control. I mean, my ass is something you can control. You can do squats, get that thing pumped up and looking good. But another thing that I hate, I pick on myself all the time, and my boyfriend gets so upset when I do. It's my midsection. It is my stomach, my gut. It is like, oh, I remember when you're a teenager, you can eat all the food you want, and it's like all the adults is like, oh, be careful what you eat. It's gonna come back to you, and you're gonna put on weight, and you like, oh, please, and you're just ignoring them. Please, they are so right. When I tell you everything you eat as a teenager will come back to haunt you as an adult, please listen to me. I had a firm flat stomach without doing exercise. I always have my stomach outside, everything, all the time. Now it's like everything is back on. And when it's time to get rid of it, it is the hardest thing. I've had problems with my weight for a long time now. For the past 3 years, it's been fluctuating. One minute I look smaller, next minute I put it back on. And it's been a constant Ferris wheel, up, down, up, down. I mean, merry-go-round or whatever you want to call it with my weight. So if I had a choice, I would want to be much thinner than I am because I was before about 135, 140, which is what I love. I don't want to be anything thinner than that. I don't want to be skinny. I like a little size on me, but I don't want to be where I'm at. I'm not going to put my weight on here, but it is much bigger than what I used to be. So my weight, my stomach, my ass, and my breasts are the things that I do not like about myself. Those are the physical ones. Now let's get on to the positive things that I love about myself and that I remind myself when that overshadows the things that I hate. Okay, first thing that I love about myself are my eyes. Okay, when they're not red and looking like I've been smoking some ganja all day, which I don't. I know it's hard to believe. My eyes, I love my eyes. They're big, they're bold. You know, when I apply my makeup, it goes on easily. And I just love my eyes, especially when I wear eyeliner. It makes my eyes pop out more, my brown eyes, and I just love it. It's my favorite part of my body. So that's one. Second thing I love about myself are my nails. Now, for a while, I was wearing acrylics. Don't ask me why. It's a waste of money and it damages your nails. I don't care how good they look. And yes, they're tempting at times. But when you have on your real natural nails and you paint them, it just looks so gorgeous. You can take off the nail polish, you can change them, you know, and it's just, now that I've stopped wearing acrylics this past year, I've really invested on nail polishes. And it's, to me, even when I add up all the nail polishes I have in my collection right now, it doesn't even add up close to the amount that I've spent on acrylics and gel nails and all of those stuff. It's damaging. When I took them off, my nails were thinner. I mean, they were so thin. They were breaking. They were bleeding. They were painful. It took me a long time to get my nails back to the way it is now, and I'm very happy. I love how my nails look. And yes, these are my real nails, and I take care of them. I polish my nails every week. Use the coats, top coat, base coat, whatever coat you want to do. And I just keep them looking nice, and I love my nails. The last thing I love about myself, I would have to say, is my feet. My feet. I love my feet because I am like a size 7, 7.5, depending on what kind of shoe I get. And it's easy for me to find shoes. My feet is petite and nice, and it's not big and bulky. So when I wear my shoes, you know, people are like, oh, look at the girl with the big feet. I always get people like, oh my God, I wish I had your shoe size. Or, you know, my feet are too big, or my feet are too tiny. You know, I know women that are like 4.5. So I love my feet. I get to put on any shoe that I want to. I never have a problem, you know, finding anything. So though this is my version of my tag for my perfect imperfections. And it's just a reminder that we all have insecurities, but don't dwell on it and let it drain you and leave you insecure at the end of the day. Just always replace those bad things with something positive, and you would be a much better person at the end of the day. Insecurities are for suckers. Be secure in yourself. Love yourself for who you are, whether your breasts are big, whether it's small, whether your ass is big, whether it's flat, whether you have no breasts, whether your feet are amputated, whether your nails, you have a finger that's been cut off in a freak accident. Doesn't matter. Just love who you are and always remind yourself every day that you are beautiful. If you have to stick a mirror in front, you know, write little quotes on mirrors. I've seen girls do that. Write little quotes or little postage stamps they put, and they stick them on. I put my affirmations every day. I read them just to remind myself how good I am. And I think that's the most positive thing about this tag. And it's just good to see the whole YouTube community coming together and doing their own, you know, telling their own imperfections and what they love and what they do not like, and bringing everybody closer. So I think this was very good. If you're a YouTuber, I'm sure if you haven't done it, do one. I think it's fun and it's nice. So that was my version, and thanks for watching. Bye.